Recording.
So much squeaky. Squeaky.
Yeah, it's a peso. Ay, recording na.
Yeah, recording na lahat.
Sige nga.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
the one in the middle doesn't register.
Yung mababa.
Actually, it's okay. It's okay.
With my nose.
Please don't do that. All right. Okay. So wait. Let's start.
You know, we can talk about the staff some other time. Mahabang kwento yan, Nate. Masaya yan.
Pag wala na tayo mapag-usapan. Okay naman, di ba? Alright, so it's registering naman siya. Okay. So, Renzo, formalities. This is... Where should I look? I'm confused.
That one better.
Is that the main camera?
That one's the one that will have you.
Okay, hello. Welcome to my podcast. I'm Mark Chuidian, and you're watching Life and Marketing. And this is my friend Renzo Villalon.
Guys, welcome to his channel.
Oh my God. Are you gonna do that all night?
Dude, I'm just gonna make you cringe.
Sige, let's start with the something obvious na nakikita ng lahat. You have beautiful bikes dito sa likod.
Thank you, baby.
Please don't call me baby. Oh my God. Only one person is allowed to call me baby, please. And it's not you. No offense. You're beautiful, but...
Dapat may cringe counter tayo dito.
Yes.
Ping 2.
Okay.
Sorry, yes.
Ito mga motor mo, what is it ba? And why do you have it? And what's it for? Why not a car? That's where I'm going with all
Why
this.
not a car?
So start with this.
Sige,
What is
sige.
it? What is it?
This is a KTM 450 EXCF.
450 EXCF.
It's 2017 model, and it is one of the... It's the only KTM model. This is the only 450 EXCF 6 days in the Philippines.
Seryoso?
Yeah, pare. Nag-iisa lang yan.
Talaga.
Si KTM kasi, they brought in, from the imported bikes, parang they brought in only one of each. So there's only one
And you happen to find
500.
one. It pala, not one. You found it.
Pare, kwento nito was I really wanted it. Pero wala akong pera. So yung ginagawa ko was, I'd go to KTM BGC. I'd sit on this guy. It feels terrible.
Just like every other biker.
Every other biker. I would go so regularly.
Not this bike. Another bike.
Exactly this bike.
Exactly this bike.
This is 450.
But the newer one in the showroom.
No, this one.
Mismo.
This
Okay.
exact one. This was 2018, mga ganyan. 2017,
Wait, so you were
2018.
sitting on this bike when it was in the showroom here in the Philippines.
Here in the Philippines.
And then you were sitting on it while nobody owned it yet.
Nobody owned it yet. In
That-
KTM BGC.
That is fate. Okay, and then...
Pare.
Okay, I think I'm getting the story. And then...
Persistence.
Okay.
I sat on that thing
It's a sign.
religiously.
You what?
I sat on it religiously.
Wait, what? What does it mean?
Pare.
How do you sit on something religiously?
Diba, when
Is there a particular position that's like, if you're doing it this way, it's not religious enough? Or
Hindi, wala
it's
naman siyang ganyan.
That's
Wala siyang
religious.
ganyan.
It's like, what is a religiously sitting on a chair?
Diba, if you're a good Catholic, every Sunday magmimisa ka.
Seryoso, may connection talaga to na.
Pare, ako, every
Okay,
Wednesday dito, pinupuntahan ko to.
Okay. Gandahan mo yung connection na yan. Maganda talaga. So you sit religiously on the bike, and the meaning of religiously sitting on the bike is...
A very regular schedule of sitting on the bike.
like church.
Like church.
Okay,
Pare.
pwede.
No, I'm not really making an analogy. I'm just making kwento about the bike. I mean, there's nothing deep about it. I just wanted a bike, but I couldn't afford it.
Okay.
So...
How long did you go back and forth just sitting on it again and again every day? Until paalisin ka ng mga sales people?
Puta, 2 years. 2 years akong... That's how long then this guy did not move.
Yeah, I suppose it was very expensive kasi brand new, one of a kind. So,
And not necessarily one of a kind, but because of the import
one of a kind
taxes.
in the Philippines.
In the Philippines. And the import taxes daw were ludicrous.
Noong time na yun,
As they are.
especially. Yeah.
Oo.
Even now naman, or bumababa na ako.
Yeah, no pa rin.
Okay. So somebody bought it, I suppose?
No, nobody bought it.
Nobody bought it?
I sat on it so religiously that Manu took out the foot pegs.
So that you couldn't sit on it anymore.
So I couldn't sit on it. Parang alam niya yan, this guy, wala yung pera eh.
Tanggalin mo yung
Upo.
Tanggalin mo yung pegs, upo-upo lang yan.
Pare, nawala yung
Magkakaroon
toothpick.
ng bakat yung upuan. It's not gonna look brand new. And the bakat will look like his ass.
Like his ass.
Take off the pegs. And then?
There. So, 2017, yan yung ginawa ko. 2018, nawala yung foot pegs. Tapos,
so it's your fault. All the KTMs have no... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, riders, if you are wondering like me, how come at a certain point in time KTM stopped putting pegs on showroom motorcycles? It's his fault. It was him. Okay. And he's not even sorry about it.
No, I'm not. All y'all can suffer. 'Cause I got the bike.
So, no pegs. Tinanggal yan.
No
Kept
pegs,
coming
tinanggal.
back. And then?
Tapos, end of 2017.
Okay.
I had wrapped up actually not really, I was on my way to wrapping up a large project.
Okay.
There was a payout that happened before that. And this payout was specifically for us to be able to enjoy Christmas.
Oh, sarap pa. Okay.
Nagdudusa kami dyan eh.
What do you call that payout? Is there a name for that payout? It's like, enjoy Christmas, bonus, what?
Pang-awang payout. Wala kasi kami
Kawawa
sweldo
naman
eh.
kayo, bonus.
Oo, parang ganyan.
Kawawa naman kayo, ano?
Oo. Sige na nga, parang ganyan. Sige na nga.
Sige na nga, allowance.
Feel like a tao. Feel like a person.
If
bonus.
I were the boss, I'd call it, kawawa ka naman allowance. So, kawawa ka naman allowance, sige na nga, bonus. Okay, anyway, tapos. So you got your kawawa ka naman, sige na lang allowance, and then...
Yeah, so I got that. It could not be used on anything else. We had kahit pa paano we were...
What do you mean it cannot be used anywhere else?
May kwento
you can't
that...
use it for food or house or clothing, mga basic
technically
necessities.
we could, but it had to be something nice.
Okay.
The kind that will make you feel human again. After selling your soul to whatever that project was.
So you had to report what you bought to the person who gave you the kawawa ka naman allowance?
No naman. Pero there's a casual ask. Okay. Yeah.
And then?
Tapos, dadating si Chris Birch. Nabalitaan mo yan?
Okay.
So, KTM BGC brought in Chris Birch, who's a KTM ambassador, former Dakar Rally racer, hard enduro champion.
Chris Birch, okay.
Yeah, kick-ass guy, man.
All right.
He jumped the sand dune, broke both ankles, finished the race. I don't know if he finished, but I know he broke both ankles.
Basta he finished, okay.
So the fellow was coming here to do a clinic.
Okay.
And then, sabi ko, I want to learn from this guy. He's awesome.
At that time, naka-Duke 390 ka na.
Naka-Duke 390 na ako.
And that's the time that we were riding every now and then.
Yes.
Okay. And then Chris Birch comes along and
then I'm like, okay, sige, cool. Let's I totally want to learn how to ride. I need a bike that will go off-road.
Kasi nga, the 390 Duke will not.
I jumped it in the Batanes Loop.
Oh God, masisira mo lang yun. Okay.
Puta yung rim point, gumanon.
Uh-huh.
But I was having so much fun.
That's gonna happen. Okay, and then...
So all those things came together and I decided, this is it. This is the time. I am going to buy the bike that I've always wanted.
This one.
He came home.
Where was this?
At
that time.
So ganito yung kwento dyan. Chris Birch came for a parang 2-day session. He was here for three-ish days on field. One of the days was yung kwento-kwento, press con. Second day was like, that was the first workshop day. I was on the second workshop day. First workshop day, bale, the week before, tumawag na ako. Sabi ko, I'm taking the 450. I want to use it for the Chris Birch workshop because I signed up. Here's my recibo. So, we did all the paperwork, did the payment. Tungtuwa ako, shit, you're gonna be mine! You're gonna be mine, you're so cute. Parang ganyan.
It was still brand new.
Still brand new.
Never been used.
Never been used.
Never activated.
Never activated.
Okay. And by that time, it was 3 years old?
Yeah, 2018.
About three.
About three
in the showroom.
Because it probably came in 2016. Diba they released the next year's model 1 year.
Usually. And yung pagdating pa dito sa Philippines. So.
Yun.
Okay, so about 3 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wala pang foot peg.
Wala pang foot peg. The foot peg is almost brand new.
Foot peg almost brand new.
Okay.
Walang gasgas yan.
Walang lupa.
So tumawag ako sa kanila. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. We did it. Signed. Handed over the check. Paid in full. Tapos, sabi ko, I'm going to get this on Friday Para Saturday, I can learn it, and then Sunday, I'll take it there to, it was in KRB,
Okay.
for the clinic.
Mm.
Okay, sir. Friday, wala siya. Sabi ko, asan na yung 450 ko? Ay, sir, dinala ko siya doon sa KRB para mapakita natin yung mga dirt bike natin. Okay, but that's not your dirt bike anymore. It's mine.
You paid for it.
Yeah. Sir, we'll get it back. No problem. Pupunta naman akong KRB. Activated na ba yan? No, sir. We'll have to bring it back here and activate it. You bring it back here and activate it.
The schedule was, it's supposed to be activated that time.
Friday. Friday.
Dumalo ka. Okay.
Oo.
What, they forgot? Or
I don't know. There might have been a miscommunication.
Okay.
Yeah. You know the way it is naman in a corporation.
Okay.
So,
Did they bring it back?
yeah, they brought it back because I didn't stop calling them. I called
Same
them
day.
all day Friday.
Same
They
day.
brought it back Saturday morning.
Saturday? Okay.
So, by the way, what happened was their logistics team went there, dropped off people, put the bike on the truck, and then came right back.
Okay.
And then they activated it. And then I went there. I went to KTM DGC, and I sat there while they activated it. Tapos puneta, matagal. Kasi
Pressure.
na-pressure sila. Kilala ko pa si Dennis yung nag-activate niyan.
Yeah, they're all the same guys.
Same guys.
Kilala ng lahat yan. Okay, and then?
So, ayan, nandun ako. Dennis, gagamitin ko yan bukas. Kaya ba? Oh, sir, kaya.
Why? Was there a problem with the activation? Or matagal lang talaga?
Parang matagal lang talaga. The usual. When there's no work, there's no work. But when something comes in na important, everything comes in.
Okay.
So I don't blame them naman. They're really doing their best. But I have an agenda.
Siyempre, may schedule ka.
Oo.
You have a plan.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Gotta have a plan. I'm a project manager. Project managers have plans. You're not meeting the timeline. So ayan, nandun ako.
I'd hate to be your employee. Kung ganyan ka. Okay. And then?
Dennis, magla-lunch na. Anong oras ka kakain? Kain mo na ba ako? Or pwede ko ba hintayin? Sir, hindi. Kain ko muna kasi ayusin pa namin to. Yada.
Okay.
Kain muna ako. Balik ako.
That's like the worst thing for a rider already who just bought a bike. It's like, wait ka pa sir konti. And then pagbalik mo, wait pa konti sir.
Tapos nandyan
wait
na.
pa konti.
You can taste it. Andito na.
Yung nakahawa ka na sa upuan. When?
Tapos ang lambot-lambot niya.
It's like having the kids in the car. It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yun.
For like
Yun.
the whole day. Anyway, so
But I was nice naman. When I
Yeah.
come back, I'd bring donuts. Oh, Dennis, kain muna.
Donuts.
Yeah, para, they have a hard job. And here I am
you
being
were
a jerk.
making it harder.
Of course. But
That was
I don't
your
have to
job.
make it too hard.
Tapos.
Ayan, di awa ng Diyos natapos ng alas 4 ng hapon.
Okay.
Apparently
From
they
morning the whole day. Okay.
Oh, the whole day.
Tagal
They had to decat it. So they did a whole bunch of things naman, in fairness.
Okay.
And being
Was
one
it
of a kind.
because 3 years na siyang nasa showroom, that's what caused the delays? Or
Hindi.
ganun lang talaga katagal?
One of a kind eh. So they had never worked on this before.
Hence the delays. Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yung mga 300 kasi, yung 250, 300, they're 2 strokes. So the engine's simpler, and because it doesn't ride on the street, wala siyang emissions.
Yeah.
Ito may emissions.
Okay.
So there they figured it out. Eventually. Kawawa sila.
4 p.m.
4
Okay.
p.m. Uwi ako 4 p.m. Tapos pucha, the next day I ride it all the way up to KRB.
KRB.
Chris Birch is there. I learn on this guy. I learn how to ride basic enduro.
Okay.
Because I'm an idiot, no? I buy the bike before I learn
Meaning,
to ride.
standing on the bike while turning and
Yeah,
riding.
yung body position, mga ganyan, and then what do you do when you fall?
I saw the post for that one. Yeah, there's a lot of people, couple of people learning.
We were a class of 13, 14, something like that.
Yep.
So I think the day before was larger, 20-ish, 24-ish.
Parang nakita ko yan. Okay, and then?
Masaya siya. Tapos, so, Chris Birch, being a KTM ambassador and an enduro guy, would demonstrate everything on this bike.
On your bike?
Oh, he's like, Renzo,
So
borrow
you
your bike.
saw what your bike could do in the hands of an expert.
And we also saw what it could do in the hands of an abject idiot.
Which was you. Okay. And then?
So, we had a great day. We had a great time. And then Chris Birch autographed on the bike. We had pictures with it.
Where's the autograph?
I didn't put it there. It's on another.
No.
It's on another one that's hidden.
Okay. Yun, dapat itabi mo
Oo,
talaga. yun.
tinabi ko talaga. It's
Okay.
in,
So this is
treasure
aftermarket
chest.
or just you bought another part?
and just bought another part.
Okay.
Cheaper
Para
to get
preserve
the.
yun. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot pay for the signature.
Can't pay for the signature. So Chris Birch autographed this, and then when Graham Jarvis came over, like the king of hard enduro, I learned on this bike also with Graham Jarvis, and he autographed another plastic piece on
And you
it.
bought another hard plastic piece.
I mean,
So nandun siya nakadisplay.
nandun, nakatago siya. Tapos, when Tim Coleman came in, I didn't have the bike yet, but I had a helmet, so he autographed the helmet.
Oh my
Basta
gosh.
everybody,
Uh.
every opportunity I have, somebody will sign something on this bike. Si Glenn Aguilar nga, I wanted to have him autograph the bike. Wala akong
And
dala.
everybody recognized the bike, that it was a
Yes.
special bike. That's a nice story. That's a very cool story.
But I had to work for it.
Why? What do you mean?
I had no money. I couldn't buy it. And then, even then, it was never sure that I would get it. Kasi, 2017, paupo-upo lang ako. Sino ba ako? And Manu very correctly assumed na wala akong pera kasi wala akong pera. Otherwise, I would have gotten it.
Like everybody else.
Like everybody else.
Okay.
So for me, this bike it wasn't even an objective. It was a stretch goal. And I kept on hammering away with maybe the chance of getting that, or kung mabenta siya, maybe get something like that. There's a whole story why this specific bike, why I wanted a 450 EXC.
Because?
There's no unicorn, di ba? This is a bike whose compromises I am willing to accept for the benefit it gives me. And the benefit
Real
is...
specific.
So, it is the lightest bike set up for adventure
Oh. The street legal.
na street legal. It was the lightest option here to set up for adventure na street legal. There is a deep community that supports that kind of setup.
Yeah.
So the rally fairing, yada yada, blah blah, all the usual crap.
So marami ka makukuha parts and stuff.
Marami akong makukuhang advice.
And advice.
I had a way to bring crap in from Europe, from the US.
And make it better.
No, I just bought it. Stuck it on the bike. Wala akong ganyang skill, mate.
Okay. But it is lighter now.
It's 108 kilograms.
Much lighter. Ano ba yung stock niya?
Yeah, 108 kilograms. This one I think is 120-ish, 125 pag fully loaded.
Okay.
Ayan. Pero race ready, when you go out on on whatever this does,
Yeah.
it's 108. 108 wet.
Just to give an idea, kasi a lot of people are not familiar like me. A Duke 390 is what? Anong weight nun?
150.
100?
150 kilos.
150 kilos.
The 690 is 160 kilos. Mga
The
ganyan.
690 is 160 kilos. And this one is 108 kilos.
108.
Tapos, the displacement is
450.
450. Single piston.
Single piston.
4-stroke.
Single piston, 4-stroke,
Panalo.
wide range gearbox. The first gear is giant. You can put it on first, tapos gaganin lang yan, tractor lang yan. The sixth gear is an overdrive. So, close ratio 2 to 5. So, ba, 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 ba. And then the sixth is super small. Ba, ba. So, when you hit sixth, you can cruise at 120, 130 and the bike don't care. Sabi ng engine
Parang naka-idling lang siya.
Parang ganyan. Well, hindi naman idling. Naka 4,000 ka. But you're right there where the bike's happy. It's the best. It's the best thing.
Why was this all so important for you? We're counting years that you were
Years.
sitting on the bike. Years that you were saving up for it. Years that you were planning and researching and making sure that you're making the right purchase. And then the money comes along, and of all the things that you could have bought or spent the money on, vacation with family or maybe a car or something like that.
What's with you and cars?
Well, age. I like the aircon, and I like being stuck in traffic in a car has is very different from being stuck in traffic on two wheels.
Being stuck in traffic in a car is a part of life.
Uh-huh.
Being stuck in traffic on two wheels is an option.
It is. It is. Yeah, but when it rains, iba usapan na yun. God, I'm sounding like a newbie.
No, man, you're sounding like an old fart.
Well, I am admittedly an old fart. So anyway, going back to my question.
Right.
Why was it so important that all happened for you? What was the driving force behind it for you to go through all of that? Because most people have a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Most people have a goal, an objective. But most people don't ever get to the objective. Most people, I don't know, get tired, get lost, forget. I think most of the answer is just get lost. They get distracted.
Yeah, like work and
something
stuff.
Comes along and it's like, tsaka na lang, or ito na lang, or I'll put that off tomorrow, next year. Then it never happens. A lot of people and a lot of goals of people end up that same way, in the graveyard of the forgotten objectives and dreams and goals and stuff, di ba?
Wala namang hugot yan.
Wala naman. If I were to put a number on it, I would say, from my personal experience, of all the goals that I set out in life since I was probably born, if there was 100, I probably just achieved, because I focused on probably like 5 out of 100, and the rest, the reason why I know I had about 100 or 95, and then 5 lang talaga yung conscious ako na I set out to do and I got it and I still remember, is because over the past years, like conversing with friends and looking at pictures and stuff, nga pala, and then I remember, nga pala, parang binala ko yung dati, tas it never happened. Parang ganun. And talking with a lot of people, ganun din ang maraming tao. They have a goal today, and then it's gone tomorrow. Then it changes, or they forgot it, or they give up on it and stuff. Why was this so important for you, and what made it so special that you just had to focus on it and achieve it, so to speak?
I'm gonna share a catharsis, an epiphany that I had.
Okay.
Ganda ng mukha mo. Parang
lalo catharsis.
Magbabasa akong diksyonaryo.
Okay. I'm gonna get my phone and I'm gonna check that out. But anyway,
sige, I'll come up with another made-up word.
Are you sure that's English? Anyway, catharsis, or what's the other word?
Epiphany.
Epiphany. Okay, I know epiphany.
There
Catharsis,
you go.
I've seldom heard that. Okay, anyway, tapos.
So, you and I, we both had corporate experience. We both had entrepreneurial experience. We've both worked for people. We both worked for ourselves. At one point of zero fulfillment, I asked myself, why am I doing this? Am I working my ass off for money? What does money get me? For my wife is also working. She buys the stuff that she wants. I like to buy her stuff, pero I'm not needed. She doesn't need me. I actually need her more because I'm living in her house.
That's full disclosure.
Yun, overshare pare.
Okay.
Tapos yung
Too much sharing. Okay.
So the root of it was the question, why?
Why?
Why am I doing this? Why am I working my ass off? Why am I sacrificing my nights?
Suffer?
Exactly. And yet we do, di ba?
Yet we do.
That's how you lose your way, di ba? Parang, I gotta get this done, I gotta get a deadline ganito, whatever. Pucha, I'm 80.
And then you stop. Then it's like, what the hell happened? That's it? Parang ganun.
Yeah, you get your gold watch and for he's a jolly good fellow. Yun na.
Yeah. And then you look at your watch like, shit.
Di ba? Pekeng Rolex. Lolex.
Or something like that. Or a kawawa ka naman allowance.
Yan. Parang
Take
ganyan.
Okay, so
it was at that point that I realized that I can be replaced in my corporation at any time.
True.
And they won't get hurt.
Very true.
I
continue. My wife always told me this. When you leave a company, when you leave a company, for whatever reason, good or bad, in good terms or in bad terms, within 24 hours, 48 hours, there's an ad to replace you already. That's it. Cold hard fact. regardless of how much love and brotherhood there is in a company, the fact is, and this is not something against corporations. I mean, we do the same if we were running a corporation.
Mm-mm.
The position has to be filled and the jobs have to be continued, right? So it's something that is a fact that we should accept. So anyway, continue. That's very, very true.
There. I'm not special. And everybody is the hero of their own movie. Everybody's their own bida, as it should be. I am not the bida in somebody else's story. I'm only bida for mine. Why should I spend my life making somebody else's story exactly what they want it to be while sacrificing my own movie? Puta, boom, mind blown, kain ako. Tapos, the next question kasi that logically follows is, if I am the star of my own movie without vanity, I'm just stating a fact because that's what it is.
Yeah.
What is my movie?
What's the story?
What's my story?
What's the climax? What's the ending?
Or where's my adventure?
Where's the adventure? Lahat yan. Suddenly, there's none. Kasi nga, you're just realizing it pa lang.
There was one.
There was one.
I want to ride my bike for the rest of my life. And I want to enjoy it as much as possible. And I want everything I do to be about riding.
Why riding?
It makes me happy. It makes me so happy. It also makes my wife happy.
Wala bang mas malalim na reason?
Hindi, pucha. Why does it have to be deep?
Lalipan mo na yung reason.
Damn it. Sino ba yung impression ko?
Para ganito. It's like, ganda-ganda nung it's like, ganda nung build-up. It's like, I need to be the hero of my own story. And corporate life and personal life. I want it to be. Alam mo yun, parang ganda-ganda. I want to ride. Why? Because it's cool.
Because it's cool.
Parang ganun.
I want to be a bike owner.
No,
Hindi pa yung rider.
You just really enjoy it so much that you want your life to be about that. To revolve around that. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. It's as simple as enjoying it, basically. Enjoying the life that you have. That's it.
What else are we gonna do with it?
That is true.
And then, your question is very valid.
Which one?
Na, ba't hindi mo nilaliman? Why is it a life that does not apparently have meaning for anybody else?
Like, I want to ride so that I could tell younger people or give to the something, make money for them, do this, or discover the secrets of the Philippines and write a book or something. Something substantial or something like that.
Oh, fuck you, what are you saying?
No, pero, the thing I realized with your sharing is that, why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
Because it's your story. It's if I were talking about me, it's my story.
Yeah.
It's like, why do... actually, I'm questioning my own questions. Like, why does it have to be malalim? Why does it have to have a deep meaning or an important reason behind it? Can't it just be because I want to? Because it makes me feel good and makes me happy. And it doesn't hurt anyone. It actually adds to the community, the experiences in life and everything. Why not? So yeah, hell yeah, go for it.
Diba? Ganyan yan. Mate, in the time that we've been talking, if I remember my statistics right, the last minute, maybe 100 babies have been born. Just like a corporation.
How do you get that statistic?
I watch Discovery Channel.
Alam mo, hindi magandang thought yun eh. So the last minute we've been talking, women in hospitals for the last minute have been bleeding out on tables and
lumuluwayan ng bata.
Babies with baby water and cords being cut for the last minute.
That is
a gross thing to think about our conversation right now.
Let's put that in perspective. This is how we entered the world.
Yes.
We will never understand what women go through.
God, that must hurt. I can imagine. I can't even imagine.
I can't imagine.
What's the most painful thing na napagdaanan mo na? Physically painful.
Broken bone.
That's not even close to giving birth. Giving birth?
Oh, okay. I thought that's not even close to being painful.
Who gave birth?
Yeah, my mother. She always tells me.
It hurts.
I was in labor for this long. Wait, there's something happening with this.
What?
Is this?
Tell me it didn't record.
It's been recorded.
It's recording naman. Okay. Did it stop?
No, it didn't stop.
Okay.
Pero parang something happened to the Zoom. So I am
Zoom?
going to take this thing out. It's okay. We can handle that.
Okay. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway,
we're old.
how long have we been at it, ba? How long have we been?
30.
30, that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
So where are we? Pain. Yeah.
No. Let's not do pain. Let's stay focused na lang on this thing and why the decision
Yeah.
is there.
Yes.
Kasi pain is a completely different discussion.
Yeah, mahaba yan. That's for the next time. That's for the next episode. All right, so going back.
So, 100 babies may have been born in the last minute that we were talking. That I was trying to fix the phone. Can you imagine the inanity of it? Na
What's inanity?
yung parang
Parang walang kwenta lang.
Parang walang kwenta. Nag-aayos ako ng telepono. And the biggest event of anybody here on earth is happening in some
Somewhere
other place.
else, yeah, in the world.
And then some other dude is dying.
And we're just fixing a phone.
We're just fixing a phone. That's how quickly we
That's
can be
deep.
replaced in the world.
That's deep, okay.
Ain't no
And
difference.
that's what you realize
Yeah.
that you had to do something about.
No, I don't have to do anything about it.
For yourself, I mean.
Oo.
Yeah.
There's a certain transience in life na dadaan tayo sa
I
school.
love and hate your vocabulary. Okay.
Pare, yung mga
Pero
syllable.
after this, I'm gonna read the dictionary.
Ganito.
Okay.
Yung mga syllable, pag duktong mo, sila mo ha.
Sa palatabar, tabok ka just may bagaduda.
Malabal sa kabalsa.
Okay, anyway. Alright, so you're saying
Okay.
life transientness, okay.
There's a certain transience in life
Mm-hmm.
that people that it took me a while to realize. I'm born, I'm a baby, everybody loves me, but that goes away.
Yeah.
I go to grade school, life sucks because there are all these new kids, you get bullied in the sandbox, that goes away. I am in college, I have no girlfriend, life sucks, a girlfriend comes, life's fantastic, and then that goes
That
away.
goes away.
Everything goes away.
Everything
And
ends.
Once it goes away, it's replaced. The game is the same. It's only the players that rotate. And I'm on a rotation just like you,
The
just
rules
like
are
everybody.
the same. The rules of the game are the same.
Yeah.
The players are different.
Actually, it's not the rules, because the rules focus on what can be done. The game is the environment.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, we know how things work, and it'll always be like that. And some dumb kid will come in and say, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it like this. And the teacher's going to be going, yeah, you try that. And the kid will do it. He may succeed. She may succeed. But failure is a more likely outcome of that scenario because
Mas
it's one
madalas,
person
for sure.
against an institutionalized
Yeah.
system.
Exactly.
And then there's a period of disgruntlement, and then there's that realization. That story is not unique to many people. It's a shared story. What makes it different, kasi for me, is that it's my story.
Yeah.
And if I go and I'm replaced by 100 babies, they won't have my story. And if I'm forgotten tomorrow, then I would have lived my life in a manner that made me the hero of my movie. So there's no shame in chasing a dream that has nothing to do with anything but making you happy without hurting anybody else.
Yeah.
I don't need to change the world. I probably can't. But I can ride my bike. I can see how beautiful things are.
And that's your story. I like it. I like the way you put everything and placed everything and how you view everything.
Tapos pinagbawalan to sa FJ Moto. Oh, putang ina. Kaya ako galit.
You can't have everything in life. Sabi nga nila, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
But I
You know, I
can.
never understood that phrase. Of course I can have my cake and eat it too.
Yeah, where are you gonna have your cake? To look at it?
I have a cake. I'm gonna eat it. Yeah, life sucks sometimes.
Hindi.
Life's not fair. It's
Ganito.
never was fair.
You'll notice that there are two bikes.
Yes, the other one is...
That's a 690. That is not bawal in FJ.
Okay. But you're fixing this one or that one?
I'm pulling crap off this and putting it on that.
So that you can use the non-bowel bike in
Yeah.
FJ. Why is FJ so important for you to ride anyway? What's so special about it?
2 reasons.
But this is heavier, by the way.
It's heavier. It's 160. It's gonna be even heavier when I'm done with everything. So
Okay.
I'm taking as much crap off as I can.
Replacing. Okay.
The FJ is important to me for 2 reasons. The first is, so I've never done an Ironman. It doesn't appeal to me. I don't like the thought of competing for something that is intangible na will get higher status, will give me a higher status or give me respect in the eyes of my peers. Because they're not the heroes of my movie. I don't care how they think of me because of what I have. All that's important to me is that I treat them well, they treat me well, and we can have a good relationship. Or I treat them well, they treat me like shit, and then I treat them like shit. Because that's exactly how they want me to treat them by, there's a whole rant there.
Yeah. Balik-balikan lang,
Oo.
basically.
So hindi ako sumali sa Ironman primarily because of that.
Okay.
Na pataasan ng ihe, it didn't appeal to me.
You didn't like that.
I didn't like it.
That side of it. Okay.
Pero to be fair then, I can see where the appeal is. It's just that that's not my game. It's a whole bunch of other people's games. Who am I to tell them to not have fun?
That's their fun.
Sige, mag-Ironman ka. Sige, no problem. I hope you come back safe. And I hope that if anything happens, it's not too serious.
Being that it's a 1,200 kilometers in 24 hours.
24 hours, but it's not a race. Huh?
It's not a race, okay.
See, FJ Moto is not a race either. You have 3 days to complete maybe 800 kilometers. That's what it was last time. Mahaba.
How much of it is road? Like proper cement or asphalt road?
Alam mo, last year pangit. It was 80% road. It sucked.
Okay.
Which is why I didn't understand kung bakit to bawal. Because this guy sucks on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a thumper.
How about this coming? How many percent is road?
They say it's about the same.
80% road.
It needs to be inclusive. It needs to appeal to newer riders, needs to appeal to the older rider, yada yada blah blah blah.
Okay.
So to make it fair for everybody, na medyo
May
mababa yung
levels
barrier.
na lang, like level 1, level 2, level 3. Then you join the level.
Yeah, hassle yan.
Okay.
Kasi there is no prize. There is no finishing order pa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's either you arrive or you don't. That's it. And you get a tiny little finisher medal.
Okay, so no arrival order. You don't know if you're first, second, third, fourth, or fifth.
Yeah.
And there's no prize. Just
No
a medal
prize.
and a certificate siguro and everything. And self-pride. That's pretty much it.
Self-pride. And if you say na, hey, I'm the first to arrive, or kami yung winner, kami yung nauna, you'll be banned from joining FJ forever. So,
Seryoso?
yeah!
Bawal yung ganun.
Bawal yan.
Actually like that. I understand that. Kasi nga, it promotes. When you brag about, I was first, I was second, I was third or something, that kind of builds up towards making it into a race.
Exactly.
Later on, which we all know, some activities in the motorcycle community end up that way and develops a bad rep because they allow that. Or at least, maganda na hindi pinapayagan yan. Because
maganda.
based on experience, it prohibits bad behavior later on, which is cool. I like that. That's pretty cool.
That message does not get through to a lot of the participants.
Yeah.
I am of the belief that the event is a dialogue between the organizer and the participants. So the organizer will say, okay, this is our objective. And in FJ, I love it. It's to explore the Philippines. They'll plot out a route, sila TLR, the long riders. They plot out a route through the Cordilleras, through somewhere up north, and then Don Joseph from FJ Moto will run the event. He'll organize it. He'll get all the back end going, and we enjoy the adventure. You start out with a set of coordinates. You gotta find your way there. Bahala ka. Once you get there, you'll get the next set of coordinates. You gotta find your way there. Bahala ka. You might make it, you might not. You might take this way, you might take that way. There's a lot of things
Kasi
that you
nga
can do.
walang route na prescribed.
It's an adventure. That's the point of
And
it.
you can pick any route
Yeah.
that you want. May time limit.
May time limit
You
lang.
have to kind of arrive at a certain number of hours. May window, kumbaga.
And plotted it nga. You can, like there were some river crossings. You could have avoided the river crossings if you could make Banat 72 kilometers in siguro 2 hours. I don't know if you can do that, but I'm pretty sure somebody can do that. There are better writers out there than me.
Yeah.
So, choose your own adventure, but it's curated and
I can
it's
see
safe.
why this whole FJ, what's the name?
FJ Moto.
Moto
It's the Mountain Cross.
appeals to you because it connects directly to what you were talking about kanina, that you are the hero of your own story, and this is part of making that story complete, telling that story, adding to it, so to speak.
That sense of pride that you mentioned when you finish, it's not a ang galing ko. It's a utang ina, ang galing. It's that.
Yeah.
It's
More like
the
a
culmination.
surprise. Like a surprise that, oh my God, I did it.
It's like a graduation. It's like a graduation. Pinaghirapan mo. Hindi madali ang FJ, ha? We're taking these big heavy things through terrible
Mud,
terrain.
Sand, rocks, and yeah, I can imagine.
It breaks down.
It breaks
It's a real
You
adventure.
break down,
I
pag
break
napagod
down.
masyado.
Tangina, nag-aaway yung mga ibang grupo.
What are they fighting about? Route, I suppose.
Route or late yung isa or nag-aaway-aaway. Tapos yung tipong
So hindi ka lang may possible mechanical issues, you have possible navigational issues, and then you have possible social issues with your teammates. I can
may
imagine.
mga team na sa sobrang tindi ng away, pag finish, hindi na nag-uusap. Done. Price. Wow.
Do you think they're gonna come back next year?
Yeah, man, they work it out.
In different groups or same group?
Depends.
Mumurahan na lang sila. Tangin na mo pare, huwag na natin ulitin yun. Okay na yun.
From a Marites standpoint, you might be right. I will not confirm or deny.
You know what? I love everything that you said today. So, to conclude, if I may, we're probably running 40 minutes now. No?
Yeah.
To conclude, I love the idea that you make your own. I've never looked at life that way, the way you said. And it is beautiful the way you said it. That, make your life your own story, and you're the hero of your own story. That perspective I believe, if you really absorb it as a person, might change the way you live your life, the way you look at things, the way you direct your life, and how you value certain things and not value certain things. And it might be something that's transformative in so many ways. So, to keep to the theme of this podcast,
Layo natin.
go, no, hindi naman malayo. Just coming from what you talked about already, very extensively, thank you for that. What would you advise the younger generation now, currently, writer or not, generally speaking, the younger generation, the 20s, even the ones in college or high school pa lang, entering college entering work, young professionals at work, even young parents, mga 30s na, may kids na sila and everything like that. In relation to what you just said, what would you advise them so that they can be the hero of their own stories and adopt this mindset that you're so fervently passionate about living?
Medyo...
What would you advise them today?
Sige. In a nutshell, step 1, find what you like, discover what you like. Explore. Don't let fear take control. If you're afraid to jump into the deep water, why?
Go jump. And see, you might like it.
Yeah, there. Try it out. Try it once, try it twice. If other people have done it, you're likely not gonna die.
Yeah, exactly.
Likely.
So, caution is advised.
Caution is advised. So, parang you have to explore. Go out, fall in the dirt, plant some trees, things like that. Find out what you like.
You know what? Boss lang kita dyan.
Oh,
I never knew that I hate water.
okay.
I mean, swimming in the open ocean, open water, because of Jaws. I was born in the decade na I was a kid and my family watched Jaws on the big screen. When you're 4 or 5 and you're watching Jaws on the big screen, that scares the shit out of you. And dala-dala ko yun hanggang ngayon. Sadly, na-traumatize ako. So every time I'm under under the water or in the water, or even shallow, like snorkeling lang above water. Like, alam mo yun, parang at the corner of my eye, I'm seeing shark fins. And I'm underwater, everything's murky or something, malayo, 20, 50 feet visibility. It's like any moment I'm gonna see jaws attacking and stuff. And I even have this thing about, if I see little fish like this,
Yeah.
parang automatic siya, nag-add up siya in my brain. So I'm snorkeling and stuff and I see little fish, ooh, nice little fish. And then I start getting scared. Wait, if there's small fish like this, there's probably bigger fish eating that small fish. And if there's big fish like that eating that small fish, there's probably a shark somewhere eating that fish. So alam mo yun, like initially I'll go, ooh, cute fish, cute corals. And then it's like, in my brain it's like, duh.
You know, those are the two most ominous notes in the history of the world.
Kakainis, di ba? Whoever made that musical note, I hate it. So anyway, so going back. So, I tried free diving.
Oh!
And I tried my best to block out that two notes in my brain. Dun, dun. Habang nasa ilalim ako ng tubig. So I successfully did. And I got to a point where I could stay underwater for about 3 to 4 minutes.
Ooh.
And I could go as deep as 50 feet and stay there for a few seconds before I swim up. I got to that point.
Okay.
Na fairly quickly, like within a day from morning, I could only hold my breath for like a minute or two. By the end of the day, you know, langoy lang. Nag-free dive na ako talaga up to 50 feet for like 3.5 minutes. And I loved it kasi wala kang tank. Kasama ko may tank and everything. But in relation to what you just said, step one, right, is just to try. I never knew I loved it. I love it.
Oh my God,
I
that's
love
fantastic.
it. I love it. I said, give me a...
Why did you try?
One, because I wanted to fight the fear. I wanted that sound in my head to stop. Seriously. Alam mo yung... Seriously, ito talaga yung experience ko. I'm coming off a boat. I'm not thinking about it, not remembering anything, nothing. It's like, hey, beautiful ocean, sunny, beautiful day. I'm with my friends or family. Let's go, Carlos. Dive into the water. Beautiful. It's like nice, haba, wide visibility, beautiful, colorful corals, and then fish, and then bigger fish. Slowly, it becomes a horror movie. Alam mo yun? Parang, it starts off a beautiful family rated G or whatever, PG, G, rated G.
G, oo.
Then it becomes a rated R horror movie.
Jurassic
Tapos
Park.
hindi na ako maka-enjoy. I can't even stay half body in the water. Kasi yung fear is just gripping.
Oh my God.
So I wanted to fight that. Doon ako nagaling. So I took step one. So
Okay.
sabi ko, what that you said, step one, just try. And this was something I specifically wanted to try because there was fear involved. And I said, what the fuck? I'm gonna fight this. So talagang block out, go in, enjoy. Kung kakainin ako. But yun na lang inisip ko. If I die today, I die today. Okay, so swim. Don't think about sharks. Mayroon ako nakikitang fish na gumagano. I'm scared shitless of big fish, especially with teeth na maliliit na sharp. No matter how cute. And sea snakes and eels.
Okay,
and
yeah.
Those are scary. But anyway, sige, kung makagat ako. If I die, I die. Ganun lang. And it got to a point na na-relax ako. And I enjoyed it. And then it got to a point, then I said, damn it, I love this. I love the quiet. I love sitting at the bottom of the ocean, 40 feet below, just looking up and then seeing everything. Then katabi ko yung corals. Kasi at 30 feet, nagsisink ka na eh.
Yeah.
So pag umabot na ako sa 30, mararamdaman ko na yan. I start sinking, I swim, I relax. And I have about 15 seconds of air, enough to get up. Tapos nandun lang ako, it's like, beautiful. Especially on a sunny day. And I've learned to block off the fear. And I don't hear the music anymore. Those two horrible notes. I don't hear it anymore. So na-conquer ko siya. But the bonus is I discovered something I love. So anytime anybody says, let's go to the beach, let's go diving or something like that. Forget diving. Give me a pair of goggles and some
I'll bring my fins.
I'll bring my fins. I'll go free diving anytime. Anyway, sorry, continue. That's step one. I did that. So step two.
We can actually stay there at step one.
Oh, okay.
Kasi everything follows. what I noticed with a lot of my inaanaks, my nephews and nieces, takot sila. My theory is, so I want to free dive, for example. What's in the ocean? Maghanap sila sa internet. What are the dangers of free diving? You get on WebMD or you get on John Hopkins or Mayo Clinic. And then sasabihin yan, you can die.
Definitely drown.
Oo.
Pass out, drown.
You have a whole list of things that you go through before you come to that extreme conclusion na you can die.
Yeah.
It is an observation that the social media algorithm is an echo chamber. And as you focus on one particular line of conversation,
You can die. Everything starts coming in
parang ganyan.
to support that or
Yeah.
to add to it.
It will add to it.
Yeah.
And in order to get your attention, the headlines will always get more extreme. So it is possible that social media radicalizes the mind. Na I wanna free dive. It's nice. There are risks siguro, but I'd have to be careful. All the way down to you touch the water, barracuda will come and take your toes. Parang ganyan.
Oh, sorry about that.
So
Sorry. Yeah. The second one.
what was I saying? Something about
The barracuda out of the water, just touching the water.
So the radicalization of the train of thought, it's necessary in social media because you won't click on stuff that's already tame for you. Things have to be sensationalized. And it's that sensationalization that preys on particular fears and amplifies them.
True.
So that's something that we didn't have to deal with. Because we get shit in newspapers or we'd read an encyclopedia and those things don't change.
Yeah.
But the web now is dynamic. Social media now is dynamic. Society is
Good point,
dynamic.
yeah.
And it moves so quickly that it's very easy to fall into a radicalization trap. And that trap generates fear. So my poor inaanak won't jump into the water just like you because she doesn't like the fish. I'm not sure why she doesn't like the fish, but they'll kill her. my other nephews and nieces, some of them
Parang na-overdose on one point.
Oo.
The rest of it hindi niya na nakita.
Parang
The good
like
stuff. And
I have a headache. Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
you have a tumor in your head, it's cancer, and you're gonna die in 6 months.
That's it, diba? And then there's no other truth but that. But there are. And no one will ever know until it is tried. So, reasonable risk, reasonable supervision. Try not to be stupid. Trust your parents if ever. Like halimbawa, hey dad, I want to try free diving, but I'm scared. What do I do? You will have an answer.
Yeah.
You specifically will have an answer. So, there. I think kasi there needs to be a focus on, well, first, who to listen to. And second, where to stop.
Where to stop?
Yeah, yung mga risk.
Yeah.
Like halimbawa, okay, I want to try weed.
Recognize
Yeah.
where to stop, when to stop.
Yeah. So this is all about trying new things.
And being aware that Googling everything, there's a risk in Googling everything because of that. What was the term that you use?
Radicalization.
Radicalization, which is true. But it also works on the positive side. Like if you're always constantly looking at nicey, positive, happy things, that's all you get.
Yeah.
Pretty much it just feeds what you're looking for and then amplifies it and to the maximum that you can. So whether you're in the middle, you're probably not going to stay in the middle very long.
No.
You're probably going to veer towards the positive or the negative. If you're more of a fearful person, you read more of the scary stuff. And if you're more of a happy, carefree person, you'll probably see more of the happy news and happy topics and stuff. So
Or if you really want it. If you really want it. Like, halimbawa, I really want to skydive. Tapos, I will look for the things that will justify my my passion for skydiving.
Yeah.
I'll look for things that justify my passion for motorcycles.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, here. This is the best one.
Yeah. Even buying stuff. Like if you find a good reason, you'll find another one and another one and another one. Pretty soon it's like, even if there's a stark, obvious risk to it, there's something bad about it that everybody sees, you become partially blind to it because, no, I've read about it, there's this, it's all good, good, good. So it's the exact opposite of the, what's that word again that you said?
Radicalization.
The radicalization. On the negative side. It's
just
radical
still-
on the positive side.
Yeah, it's radical on the positive side.
So I agree. You really have to learn where to stop reading and judge for yourself, basically, if it's a good thing for you or if it's a bad thing for you.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, I agree. Listen to older people because older people know stuff that we forgot. That we're getting older, so
We'll forget more.
the kids now will forget and stuff like that. So yeah, so step 1 is try stuff.
Mm-mm.
Don't be afraid. 2,
Ask an expert.
ask an expert.
The reason why I say ask an expert rather than listen to people older than us, there's some pretty dumb old people, huh?
True. You gotta be careful.
You gotta
with
be careful. There are people that I
that.
listen
I think
to.
the best way to say it is just be smart in your research. Don't be dumb in researching. Asking people, reading stuff online, books or whatnot, before getting into something that you wanna get into. Just be smart as best as you can in getting the information, and then you can judge for yourself.
Yes.
If it's a good thing or a bad thing. You got a step 3?
Well, what you said was super important. Judge for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not what everybody else says. Because
You
they're
decide.
not the heroes of your story.
Exactly.
It's you.
And
Only you can say.
you're gonna die if you mess it up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, okay, I'm gonna try free diving. And you're underwater and you're like, I can't do this. But you're gonna keep on doing it.
But
Why?
I read somewhere that it's like this. And blah, blah, blah. And you're dead already. Sorry, the article was a bummer. Okay. Alam mo yun, parang, yeah, that's true.
You're the hero of your story.
So take responsibility
Yeah.
for where you go.
Yeah.
Diba?
Like itong pagmomotor, it's not just the buying of the bike.
Yeah.
I don't want to own a bike just to have admission into an exclusive club. That's not my game.
Yeah.
I want to be the best rider I can possibly be because I want to spend the rest of my life riding. And then that's step ano. That's step 3. You need focus.
Yeah.
Once you decide that this is what you like, and once you realize that this is something you can do because you tried it.
Yes. And you made your research very smartly.
Oh, nandito. So you tried it
And you
na.
decided,
May research
yeah.
yan. Step 3 is focus.
Agree.
You had 100 things you wanted to do when you were a kid. I must have had 100 things to do when I was a kid. Riding the bike wasn't one of them.
No, not at all.
Pare, riding the bike's what you do on Sunday.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's transformative to realize, nah, this is what I want to do. And once there is that focus, you can orient everything towards getting that goal.
Yeah. And around that goal.
And around that goal.
Towards that goal, around that goal.
Mm-mm.
Everything's about that goal. Yeah. Then
It's
you
just
have like
getting there.
2, 3, 4, 5 goals all at the same time. You got a full life, right?
Got a full life.
Full life, yeah.
But
I can imagine.
There's really only so much you can handle, no? So
True.
there's the stuff that makes you happy. There's the
You
stuff
know,
that
one
makes
more
your family
another
happy.
episode I'm gonna tackle multitasking. If it's a myth or a reality, but let's not discuss that now.
Sige.
But you know, all right. So let's close it up with that one.
But can I attempt to wrap it up?
Yes.
In line with marketing.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So in line with marketing, how do you wrap that up?
I would like to run this by you. Please check and see if my analysis is correct
Sige.
because I'm a project manager, not a marketer.
Okay.
If I am the hero of my own story, my target market for my life is me.
It's you.
And in order to market properly, I need to know my target market. That's why things need to be tried, things need to be discovered, things need to be rationally analyzed and pursued with focus.
Exactly.
Because I need to reach my target market. Because my target market is the only thing that matters
Exactly.
in marketing.
Yes. Exactly. And what you're talking about is what I would call responsible marketing. Not
What's that?
because because you know how you've heard of false advertising.
Oh, yes.
Where advertising literally, whether they intended it from the start in the meeting rooms palang, or there was a mistake somewhere, the information that you're getting as a consumer is wrong, outright wrong. Like the price is wrong, the color is wrong, the size is wrong, the picture is wrong.
Nabudol ako, parang
nabudol
ganyan.
ka. Like, wow, sarap, or it's a food or a drink, and then it looks huge, and then when you buy it, it's like, or it looks delicious in the picture, or it sounds delicious and wonderful when somebody's talking about it. Somebody paid to talk about it properly. So, yung sincere, I love the fact that this generation is heavy on authenticity, yung realism. This generation particularly wants people to be authentic about themselves, but I think they carry it a little bit too far in some places, but don't get me into that one. But in terms of marketing,
I know where you're going.
Bato-bato sa langit. Alright, yun sa marketing, in relation to what you said, it's absolutely true. When you are being responsible in marketing, is messaging. So essentially, what message are you telling yourself? Where are you going? It's like talking to yourself.
Yes.
Where are you going? Why are you doing it? What for? What's the point? How far are you going to take this? These are questions, fundamental life questions that we ask. So in essence, we are actually marketing the future, our personal future, to ourselves, and we're trying to buy it. So we're having a conversation with ourselves, basically. So tama ka when you say that in doing this, when you analyze your life, where you are and where you're going, and applying this wonderful principle that you introduced, which is you're the hero of your own story, treat your life that way. Essentially, you are, think of it like Superman, right? Parang ganun eh. The analogy, I think, if I may, yung si Superman, when he knew growing up that he was Superman. Well, he didn't know that he was Superman. He just knew that he was super strong, super this and that. He didn't know what to do about it, right? So he was still, at a certain point of his young age, he was still figuring out what he's going to do and why. The why is very important, right? And his conversations was with his dad, with his mom, with himself. And that conversation with ourselves, I think, personally, is the most important conversation that any person can have. More than a conversation with your best friend or your father or your mother or whoever important to you. I think the most important conversation that you can ever have, any person, is to yourself. And that conversation should cover the who, why, where, how are we going to get there? And essentially, a lot of that is marketing. You're researching, you're presenting options to yourself, you're analyzing it to yourself. So that when you get to that point where you're deciding already, all right, so I'm going to buy into this. You know the term, diba? You buy into it. You buy into it because there's an exchange. You're going to make compromises. That's your payoff, your payout, basically, in exchange for something that you're going to get, which is, in your case, the life and the adventures that you want.
And the foot pegs.
Yeah. Because anywhere that you're on the bike, you're not somewhere else.
That's
Anytime
true.
that you're doing something here, you're not doing something else. You're not spending time with somebody else. You're compromising always. I mean, there's no way around it. So, you market that to yourself. You decide that you get to a point where you buy. And then when you buy, don't be shitty about it. Sabi mo nga, di ba? You focus and you commit. I think commit would be a good word. When you commit to it, and then that's when things happen. And I've been having great experiences in this focusing on one thing and then committing to it. Without talking about it too much, great things happen when you commit to something that you truly believe in, and then you just see things happening along the way. It's wonderful. I'm sure you've had the same experiences na parang stuff that you didn't expect.
Yeah.
Just kind of roll into view or fall on your lap simply because you focused on the thing that you wanted so much, which is like riding the motorcycle. And things just came in, which makes the whole thing more beautiful, more vivid, more lively, more complete, right?
Para daw akong kwento dyan eh.
Ano?
Will not fit on this podcast. But I'm glad you said commitment kasi I didn't think to add that.
Okay.
Yung focus is all well and good pero kung hindi ka nag-stick dyan, ain't nothing gonna happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Thanks for adding that. Sige, dagdag ko yan sa aking
So number 3, focus and commit.
focus
Actually,
and
pwede,
commitment.
kasi focus is the commitment part. So you didn't miss it. I just reworded it. Kasi when you focus on something, when you're like, what's he doing? He's focused on his reading his book and stuff. You're committing to it. I guess
that's true, no?
The deeper part of it lang is kasi when you say focus, it's at the moment. Like, he's focused. I'm focused. Pero when you say commitment, it's like being focused and staying focused for a certain number of committed time. Hanggang matapos yung chapter, hanggang you make until you make it start, until you finish FJ, then you say this chapter is complete. Parang ganun, you commit to certain parts until you finish the story where you're the hero. Ang galing! that kind of just fell into place, everything. Anyway, so that's it. Let's wrap it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Renzo.
Thank you, Mark.
Wonderful conversation. I love it. Actually, I don't know. I hope I helped you too, because you helped me. You gave me a perspective that I've never heard of before.
Yeah, man, that's because I need medication.
Okay, when I need it, you share your receta to me.
Yeah.
It too. Oh, last question. You I don't know if you. I don't see it anymore. You used to have these writings on social media, Facebook. What's the title that you?
Right now, I'm focusing on paperback writer. So
Yeah. So, are you still uploading those stories? Very insightful stories that you
Para
used
yung-
to before.
you have to be in a certain frame of mind to put them up.
True.
And I've been so angry that I have not been able to write anything positive.
Okay, we'll talk about that anger part with why you're doing all of this in another episode.
Yeah, and then yung nutshell
I
niyan
feel
is
for you.
sige
I feel
sige.
for you. I feel
The
for
other episode
But you
siguro
plan to go
would be-
back to writing.
I will always write.
Okay. No, right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the paperback thing. I think you came up with it every week or every other week or something.
And then I got a book out.
yeah, you
and
got
then-
the book out and everything. Are you still selling the book?
Yeah, I'm
You
still
have
selling the book, but I'm a terrible
Where can I
operations
buy the
guy.
book?
I will. I'll give you one.
You give me one?
Yeah, I'll give you one.
But okay, how about if anybody's watching and reading and they're interested, where can they get one?
You can download one on Amazon. If you search for One Good Thing a Day, you'll get a digital copy. And then you can either buy off Amazon and it goes into
How
your
much is
Kindle.
it on Amazon?
It's not expensive, like $3.
$3 on
Yeah.
Amazon.
$3 $5. The objective kasi of the book was to raise funds to donate to a hospital
And that's
during
done.
COVID.
You
Yeah, that's
donated
done.
already.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, na yun, na hindi ako focused. Ako lang naman yung mag-wrap ng book at magde-deliver. So, I'm a dumbass.
Alright, so let's leave the other topics for the next episode. This is one of several that we're gonna have. Alright, so I will see you soon, my man. Thank you so much. Hope that helps. See you next time.
Yeah!
Tapos hindi nag-record, oh, pata.